Heathrow is the most internationally connected airport in the world, serving 317 destinations. It's also the best connected airport in the UK, with 220,000 people arriving every day by train, London Underground and road.
Oh, now it's warming up.
And on this chilly Monday morning, two of those travelling towards Terminal 4 are police officers Terry and Dave.
Bright light. Nothing worse than the winter sun.
It's a short 5-mile trip from Aviation Police Headquarters to Terminal 4, giving the boys plenty of time to discuss important issues.
Well, you see, the outdoors cats, they're playing havoc with the wildlife. In Australia, they've done a study on, well, it's more feral cats than actually domesticated cats, but domesticated cats is the same sort of issue. It's like during the night when they're out wandering, they just go and raid like bird nests and wildlife and just rip their heads off.
My cats at night time, by 10 o'clock, they're in bed. Charlie and Lola will go to bed on top of the wardrobe, and Alf, the little one, he comes in and sleeps on the bottom of the bed. They are, seriously.
Is that the time you go to bed, Dave?
Yeah.
10 o'clock?
On the school night, yeah.
Okay.
But they will...
You wear pyjamas?
No.
Feral cats may be running amok in Australia, but at Heathrow, the biggest nuisance today is drivers dropping off passengers and ignoring the rules.
Obviously, we're here on the forecourt. We do forecourt patrols, car parks, etc. Do security patrols of them. It's just for a bit of visibility, basically, to get the public seeing us, and obviously any people that are here for other intentions. Just waiting for Dave to get the old guns out.
Oh, bollocks.
What have you done?
I dropped the key.
Since the 2007 attack at Glasgow Airport involving an exploding Jeep, minimising traffic outside the terminals has become a key strategy in making airports more secure.
Cheers, thanks.
While most UK airports have already introduced charges to deter loitering vehicles, here at Heathrow, drop-offs, for the time being, remain free. There is, however, a strict no-waiting policy.
Unattended.
And that's backed up by the boys in blue.
Hello, sir, are you picking up?
I just dropped someone off. I'm going now.
All right, thank you very much. Make sure you put your seatbelt on and off you go.
You find people are just terrified of you in Tenerife?
It can be quite terrifying, especially when you see police officers with guns. You just talk to them how you would like to be spoken to. You'll generally get respect back.
Let's go, come on. No chances round here, thank you very much.
By engaging with people, we try and break down barriers, because everyone sees police officers with guns and think we're out to scare people, but we're here to reassure people.
Off you go. The last time I'll be warning you. SJ.
That's a very clear forecourt.
Yeah. Oh, our job is done. Morning.
Passenger safety and security is the #1 priority of Heathrow. And while outside the police use the full force of the law to keep the traffic moving, inside, passenger experience manager Demi is keeping Terminal 2 flowing with the full force of his charm.
Angie. You all right?
And like all Prince Charmings, he's always keeping an eye out for a sleeping beauty.
Hello, buddy.
Hello, how you doing?
You okay? Just making sure you're all right, mate. We thought you'd collapsed.
No.
Oh, good.
I
got worried, mate.
sleep.
Just be careful, Sarah. I don't want anyone kicking you in the head while you're down. All right, fella?
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I prefer it being busy. Absolutely, yeah. 100%.
And with Heathrow experiencing its busiest winter, Demi has his work cut out.
Yeah, it's a lot better when it's busy.
But never too busy to help a damsel in distress.
He's got my car keys and he's flying with Air Canada.
You're kidding me.
And a damsel has turned up with a rather time-sensitive situation.
3 o'clock.
Where is he now? Have you spoken to him?
Yeah, he doesn't answer his call.
This mum parked up in the short-stay car park while dropping off her son. He's now already through security and is somewhere airside with her only set of car keys.
He doesn't even realise he's got the car keys. You are kidding me.
Yeah.
What's the flight number?
I don't have it.
Where was he flying to?
Toronto.
Toronto. So he's at gate, got their boarding.
The Air Canada gate is due to close in 15 minutes.
Let me ring the gate. Oh,
If Demi's unable to reach him and retrieve the keys, the cost of leaving a car in the short-stay car park could reach up to £67 a day.
is that him?
Hello.
Is that him? Let me speak to him. Is that Sahil?
Yeah, Sahil, Boran.
Sahil? Hello there. Do you know you've got the keys to your mum's car? Just ask for a security manager. When you give the keys to the security manager, pass the phone to them. Hello, who's that? Dan? Dan, it's me. Who's that? Dan. Dan, listen, get that key, get the keys. I've got their mum there because they took the keys. Yeah, meet me at compliance. Cheers, buddy.
After a relay race from the E-gate back to check-in,
All right, there you go. Get yourself in the car because otherwise you're going to pay more car
Yes,
park.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You all right getting back?
Yeah.
Yeah?
it's a happy ending.
A big relief.
So what happened? You dropped your son off?
Yes. And then we forgotten cabin luggage in the car. He went back. I gave my car keys to him. He brought it, but he didn't give me the keys back.
With the keys safely in hand, let's hope she doesn't now join the annual 14 million UK drivers who forget where they've parked.
I will. I'll call in on a one-to-one.
But there's no time for Demi to rest on his laurels.
Did you hear that on the ATP gates?
A call has come in from APOC, the airport's control room. There's a security incident at the automated departure gates.
Don't know, someone might have tailgated.
What does that mean?
Gone through without a ticket.
Gentleman's tried to have somebody else's boarding pass he's tried to scan for ATP gates with.
Call the police.
Yeah, there's been 3 or 4 different stories. It's not really all adding up.
Dad, did you clock him?
First he tried scanning through the pods there, where he was denied entry. Then he came over to the assistance desk, claimed to be flying to Russia. He asked for the ID, name didn't match.
So he's got someone else's boarding card?
Someone else's boarding pass.
A boarding pass is a non-transferable document that grants access for the stated individual to an otherwise restricted area. For someone else to use it is a crime.
It's just a Chinese name and he's got a Polish ID, so... Has he explained why he's tried to go through someone else's boarding card?
He said he got this boarding card from his friend who couldn't fly today. Therefore, he just thought he can use his boarding card.
Contrary to this passenger's story, the gate denied him entry because the pass has already been used by the owner.
No, he went through at 1 o'clock. So he
That boarding pass last scanned at 1 o'clock.
So, Betty, did he say that's his friend?
Yes. They used to, he didn't want to give me his name, but he said they used to work together somewhere in a farm.
OK, so we'll have him offloaded as well then. This is your friend? Your friend?
Ten bilet należy do pana przyjaciela? Czy? No, he's saying he found this ticket and it doesn't belong to his friend. You know, it's 2 different stories he gave me.
But where was this boarding card found?
So
He's had it, so he's
had it the whole time.
Yeah, so if the guy's scanned, how did it then become landside?
He could have got...
From the machines, yeah? Will you let Turkish Airlines know about this?
Yeah.
Just in case there's anything going on between them. Jules, if you need to I'll come back anyway.
OK,
All
thank
right.
you.
With over 4,500 organised crime groups operating in the UK, costing the economy over £37 billion, this man and his friend could be part of something much bigger.
Everyone there seemed quite serious.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, it's very serious. Why someone's trying to gain access with someone else's boarding card? What's that guy playing at? What's he trying to do? We don't know.
Descend to altitude 5,000. China Eastern 551, turn right.
With Heathrow being the world's most connected mega hub, there are over 80 different airlines that touch down on its 2 runways. From Cathay Pacific to Royal Jordanian, this rich mix of popular and exotic airlines makes the airport a mouth-watering prospect for those with a passion for planes.
It's a bit like coming out, really. A lot of people don't know that our plane spot, so now they're suddenly going to look at me in a different light.
200 metres beyond the southern runway is Myrtle Avenue,
Because it's one of those, you know what, you're having a laugh and then you leave yourself up to ridicule, don't you? And that's reality.
And each year, thousands of people like retired Chief Inspector Duncan
Aeroflot.
make the pilgrimage to what is regarded as a plane spotter's paradise.
I get it. People that don't understand the fascination won't understand why we do it. So this is an A350 and I quite like this. It's a harmless, simple hobby just to go out, stand in a field, look at a few planes a day, take a few pictures and go out.
And what do you do with your pictures?
Well, they tend to go on my computer and then I spend hours looking at them, much to the despair of my wife.
And today, without his wife, he's here waiting to spot a very special spectacle.
This is a second Etihad, especially marked A380.
Where does this plane come from?
Abu Dhabi. This one's Abu Dhabi. So it's going to start its downwind leg across London and then turn in and come in. So it's due in about 7 minutes.
Plane spotting hasn't always been met with a wry smile. Until the millennium, Heathrow had its very own rooftop observation deck, which in the 1950s was a bigger attraction than either the Tower of London or Windsor Castle.
There are no rules. You know, some people look at a plane going over the top and they'll collect it. Other people collect registrations. I will collect a freight when I've seen the plane. It's an A319, is it? Yeah, Eurowings. Look, nice little view of it popping in there. Ultimately, you're collecting paint, because that's what it is.
The technical term for a plane's exterior paintwork is its livery. Usually this is uniform across an entire fleet, with national carriers bearing symbols which their country is most famous for. But from time to time, airlines will create one-off designs for commemorative occasions, marking milestones in an airline's history.
Well, it's the 70th anniversary Gulf Air, so that was the original Gulf Air colour scheme.
To a collector, these are simply must-haves.
It's nice to see something that's different and extraordinary. You know, you're going to get lots of airlines that have the same scheme year in year, but it's nice to just have something different.
And this afternoon is one of those must-haves.
Yeah, it's on its way in now. There you go. It's the next one in.
Now for the pièce de résistance.
Here it is.
To paint the world's largest passenger jet takes a 34-strong team, 6,000 hours, and over 1,100 litres of paint.
There we go, a few beefeaters, a red foam box, just what I wanted.
And while some admire the works of Da Vinci and Van Gogh, to others the livery of an A380 is no less of a masterpiece.
There was a boy at school that said, "Oh, come at the airport, we go looking at planes," and it just gets under your skin. From child to old age pension almost. And I suspect I'll be doing it till my dying day.
Like aircraft livery, you'll also spot an eclectic mix of styles inside the terminals, in the form of passengers. Arriving from and departing to such far-flung places as Centurion in South Africa and Akita in Japan, there's always a different drawl to be heard in the departure lounge.
Their accents here, I love them. They're very
Super cool.
I appreciate that I can understand it because it's English, but when they speak so fast, I can't understand it because then it starts to sound like a different language.
Yeah.
Are there different versions of English accent?
Sure.
Oh, really?
Somebody who comes from Manchester or Newcastle, if you're English, you can hear that's a very different accent.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I love the South African accent.
Buitenkant, the weather outside looks like it's South Africa, man. Clouds and so on.
You know where I really want to fly?
Where?
I don't know why, I just really want to go to Japan for some reason.
竜兵はどこに住みたいん？
まあアメリカとか。
アメリカのどこ？
西ロサンゼルスでカリフォルニア。
It just sounds so exotic.
How long would that take?
From here, it probably wouldn't be so long.
Just text me when you land.
Yeah, flying's changed over the years.
Security is a lot more tight now. I've had my bilateral knee replacement, so I always set off the buzzing machine, but like, whatever.
But not all passengers are skipping through into departures today, even without a bilateral knee replacement. Over at Terminal 2's automated gates, this man has been stopped and held by security. The boarding ticket he was attempting to use belongs to another passenger who has already passed through into departures. The flight printed on it is to Istanbul and departs in less than 90 minutes. Demi hasn't ruled out the possibility of some kind of criminal activity between the ticket holder and this man held at security. So he needs to notify the airline.
So we've got him at security now. We've called the police because he's trying to get through on someone else's boarding card, which happens to be this guy. I don't know if you want to put his bags to one side without delaying your flight, just in case. It could be nothing, but then again, we don't want him delaying your flight.
No, I'll put the bags on this one, mate.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you know what's going on, all right? We're not taking any chances. We'll offload his bags, put them to one side so we don't delay the flight, just in case police want to speak to him. If the police don't want to speak to him, then we can put the bags back on and off you go.
Is this kind of the more serious side of the airport? People think about going on holiday, going to work, but actually, it's a target, there is a risk.
You're going to get opportunists. It's an opportunity, but they're going to find it very, very hard getting through an airport terminal without being challenged or something happening. It's not that easy.
Yeah,
we're on it. 100% we're on it.
Whatever this man's intentions are, the whole of Heathrow is now alerted, and the police are only minutes away.
Control from Echo 5. Terminal 2 Alpha, landside at ATP. Police on site, over.
Okay, so we're going to ask you some simple questions to try and work out what's happened. Okay, who is this person?
I don't know, I'm...
In Polish. You speak in Polish.
Znalazłem na maszynie tutaj, tam gdzie teraz pakują rzeczy do torebek.
He doesn't know this person. He's saying that he found the ticket on a check-in machine.
Where are you going? Why is he trying to get through to airside with a fake ticket?
Czyli ja nie wiedziałem, że że to jest ogólnie, że na czyjeś dane są. Ja myślałem, że po prostu są tak jak się kupuje bilety, że...
Okay, so he's saying he wasn't aware that he's not allowed to use someone else's tickets. He just thought it works exactly the same like with the bus tickets or the train tickets, that if somebody doesn't use the bus ticket, someone else can use it.
Using someone else's bus or train ticket is also illegal.
You have an address. Do you live somewhere?
Kruk.
Sorry?
Kruk. Około 200 mil od Londynu.
It's about 200 miles from London, place he lives.
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah.
Why is he at the airport?
Okay, so he's saying he came from Wembley by bus because he had an interview in Hounslow. So he came by bus and he decided to just wander around in
Intelligence has filtered through to the arresting officers about the original passenger.
The gentleman whose ticket actually is a legit passenger and he's over at ticket.
So it appears this man was acting alone.
All right, at the time being, you are being arrested, okay? So you're going to be taken to the police station, okay? At the time, I am arresting you, okay, for being unlawfully airside. So obviously the reason you're being arrested is because you attempted to get into the secure area of the airport without a valid reason to do so, okay? So the reason so you can be arrested is so that we can question you in further detail with a formal translator in an interview, so everything's recorded, okay? And also we need to obviously shore up exactly who you are, where you live, so that if you're released, we know where you are, okay?
He's saying that he wasn't aware he's breaking the law and he is really surprised he's in trouble right now.
With the police unsatisfied that this man came to Heathrow for just a potter around the airport, he'll now be taken to Heathrow police station, where he'll be held in a cell.
Thank you very much for your help. No.
Thanks, gents, thank you. So you don't believe him?
No, not so, not at all, because none of his stories made sense to me, And I just wanted to have a look around. And it happened that I found the boarding pass, and then I wanted to take the chance to just travel the world.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Okay. Nice one. Thanks a lot for your help, Betty.
Thank you.
Really
My
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
The man was later charged with fraud by false representation and pleaded guilty in court 7 days later.
Yeah, we've got to remain vigilant. We can't drop our guard. Yeah, it's lovely, it's great atmosphere, there's a great buzz in the place, but then again, we have to think on the serious side as well, that it is an airport, there are threats to everybody, and our responsibility is, first and foremost, is safety of passengers and staff. And that goes for me, that goes for cleaning, that goes for the airlines, that goes for security, everybody, no ifs or buts.